I mean, we're coming across people. With the lady that we just talked to, actually, she was saying absolutely they're fascists.
Yes,
You
they
agree
are
with
fascists. They're the worst as ever happened to the United States. I'm an American citizen, and I think they're disgusting.
And I asked her why. She said Trump University, one of his business dealings.
They're just bad.
But
Awful.
why are they bad?
I don't want to even. Why? I can talk to you all day, but I don't. I
Just
don't
one
wanna talk
example.
about- but you're taking the video over there. No, one example. Trump University.
Trump University?
I don't think she's ever talked to a conservative and actually taken the time to get to know them. Because there's this narrative in the political media that all conservatives are just these evil, crooked people that want to take over the Capitol, and I don't agree with that either. I think there's multiple versions of a conservative, and the people on the far left aren't taking the time to get to know those types of people. They just immediately have opinions about them. And so there's no conversation. The fact that you guys are doing this is cool. I feel like I want to have that conversation with people, but as soon as I open up that I'm a Republican, they're like, well, screw you, you're racist, you're this, you're that, you're that.
Now you're a fascist.
And now I'm fascist. Yeah, well, me, I'm fascist.
If I come across somebody and I see you guys, I'll wave over to you, all right?
Yeah.
Have you been hearing the rhetoric coming from the President of the United States recently about Republicans, people that support any sort of MAGA agenda?
Absolutely. He says.
And what are your thoughts on that?
We're, borderline domestic terrorists, and that we're fascist, and I totally disagree.
I think it shows a lot about Joe Biden's character when he's criticizing the people that want to make our country great again. And the people are patriotic. They want to secure our border. They want energy independence.
If he gets enough people upset with
Republicans,
that he'll do well. He's sure it's not going to get any Republican votes because he's done awful. What do we got? Inflation, problems at the border, wars overseas. I mean, we could just go on, the list goes on and on and on. Crime.
I'm sure that they're racist on both political parties, to some degree.
Right.
But to paint Republicans as racist, homophobic, misogynist is not true.
The new one's fascist.
The new one's fascist, yeah. Now, is fascism alive and well? Well, I think it is, but it's not because of the people who believe in a Republican Party of limited government and big on personal responsibility. That's not fascist at all.
A popular response we're getting today is Biden was not talking about Republicans, he's talking about MAGA Republicans. Now, I'm not exactly sure what much of the difference is. It seems as though they're trying to make it seem like it's like 2%, 5%, whatever it may be, but that seems disingenuous because they don't have a definition for it. They're not giving specifics. To you, what's a MAGA Republican?
I mean, some people would say they're pure MAGA and some are Republicans, but I think most people, you had 74 million people vote for the MAGA man, right? In the last election, at least. So I don't want to separate MAGA from Republican. They just broadcast a message that, quote, you can say, oh, I didn't mean everybody, but the message was shot out there. Right. Republicans, 16 times, she sent it to me. China was mentioned 0 times. Inflation.
Speech.
In Philadelphia's Independence Hall.
Yes.
No China, no inflation, no border. None of that was ever mentioned. But Republicans were mentioned 16 times. People pick up a little, all they hear is that. And, oh yeah, all Republicans are bad. And that's a bit of the story, is Republicans.
So you think they're just trying to make the conversation about
I think they're trying
MAGA,
they're
Republicans,
they're
whatever.
trying to divert the conversation because they can't run on their any policy successes they've had. It's been an utter disaster over the last 2 years.
So people are believing this. People are Democrats, obviously. It's not going to be
Tell
maybe.
them enough times, they'll believe anything. If you
That's just
tell
how
them
it is.
enough time and keep telling them, tell them again, and eventually you'll get some minority that will believe that. Right? I mean, that's all they hear.